Well, really pleased with our team. I thought we had a really good week of practice. I thought we started the game well. They started zone, which they don't do very often, if any. And we made some shots, and then when we went man, it seems like all we want to do is take perimeter shots and then attack the basket. And we couldn't get defensive stops there from about the 12-minute mark of the first half all the way to the completion of the half. And that's what we talked about at halftime. It was just our energy and effort of getting defensive stops. And then the second half, what we put together was just really good basketball. I mean, this is a team that I think they've shot 72 more foul shots or made 72 more foul shots than the rest of our league. And we go even at the free throw line to out-rebound them by 10. They're a great rebounding team. We hold them to 8 offensive rebounds, 36% shooting second half. I just thought the second half was just really good basketball. Because this is a good basketball team that we beat. I said it earlier in the week, I think Coach Boyle and his staff have done a tremendous job with the injuries to get these guys playing at a high level. They're a very difficult team to play with. So hats off to our guys. They worked awfully hard tonight.
Coach, do you have any idea why is it lately that you guys have come in the second half to get teams? Normally you guys are playing good basketball in the first half of the season, but now it seems like you're coming more of the second half of the season playing.
No, I don't know if I got an answer to that. The last couple of games we've had subpar first halves and really strong second halves for whatever reason that is. But the guys are playing really hard, and I like the energy that they provide. It's just that's a hard one. I thought at USC it was a matter of you're coming off of a loss, so it's a filling out process of trying to gain that momentum back. And tonight, I thought we were really sharp to start the game. I thought through the first 6 or 7 minutes, even maybe 8 or 9 minutes, was really good. And then I thought fell in love with the jump shot, didn't attack the basket. I think they only had 3 fouls at half. We did a much better job being aggressive offensively, and I thought our attention to detail defensively was much better in the second half.
At what point do you start worrying about Zach's shooting a little bit, or is it something you don't think is going to work out?
No, I think, he's a freshman. He's going to go through growing pains just like all freshmen do. Bryce has had streaks where on the road where he hadn't shot well. I just want him playing hard. I want that bench playing really hard. We'll look at the bench tonight. My eyes are going bad, but it looks like it's like 23 to 10 in bench points. We out-rebounded their bench. We out-assisted their bench. So he's part of that, and he's part of that bench play. So Zach's been tremendous for us all year. He's just got to relax and do some of the other things. Get to the free throw line. And that's all part of a young player learning when all of a sudden the jump shot's not going down, do something else. Rebound the basketball, get out on the break, get a layup, get to the free throw line. Those type of things to kind of release some of that pressure of just always having to be somebody that makes a shot. Because I think he's doing the other things pretty well.
Steve, you mentioned a couple times this week about February setting up March. Is it getting to that point now where you have to start looking about where we're going to position ourselves for that conference tournament?
I'm sorry, that's a good question.
Is it getting to that point where to start looking about where you're going to position yourself for that conference tournament?
No, because we're 2 games back from, I think we're alone in second place now, and so we're 2 games back out of first, and we got a pivotal game Saturday against Utah, a team that beat us, and Arizona's at Arizona State, and Arizona State's playing really well. So obviously, with not playing Arizona anymore, we got to continue to play well and get help. I mean, that's just the way the schedule shakes out. But I don't think it's about worrying about what seed or where we're at in the conference tournament in Vegas. I think it's just about, we're 19-5 or 8-3. We're playing good basketball. We went through a tough road stretch. We win 5 out of 7 in a tough road stretch, and now we come back home. We haven't been at home in more than 2 weeks, and that's never easy. And we just beat a team pretty soundly, so that's a positive. So now it's can we back up? We weren't able to do it on the road trip to Boulder and Salt Lake. Now we've got to try to do it here at home. But I think it's just winning as much as you can and trying to improve as much as you can. Once we get into March, then that positioning and seeding it'll kind of shake out itself, I think.
Last time you guys played Colorado, Bryce said it was the worst shooting night of the season. How important was he tonight, especially those 4 second half?
Well, and I was really proud because I think he missed maybe his first one or his first two. So I'm sure as a young player, the thoughts of, well, I just can't make a shot against Colorado. So, he couldn't blame the altitude, because we're playing at a little different level now tonight. But yeah, I liked his toughness because it didn't start well. He turned the ball over, making a pass, I think, trying to get a pass to Tony and get him going. But I thought when he did in the first half, he rebounded the basketball, and he came out the second half, and he really gave us a lift. We were behind. I think his basket put us up 5. I think his other basket put us up double figures. If I'm not mistaken, he made all 4 of his threes in the second half. So you make 4 threes in a half coming off the bench, that really gives you a spark. And I thought he was a big key tonight of kind of separating us and giving us a cushion that we can play with.
Steve, let's get back into the February-March thing. I mean, you've said that a couple of times this week. So when is February setting up March 4th, not for the conference tournament and beyond?
Well, I don't understand what,
Well, you said-
no matter what we do, the conference tournament is what it is. The dates are set, the seedings will be set by how you finish.
Right, I know, you said a couple times that February sets up March.
Yeah, because March is the conference tournament and the NCAA tournament. So that's why February, if you don't play well in February, you don't win games, then your seeding stinks in the tournament, and you may not make the NCAA tournament. So it sets up everything. How you're playing in February, in a lot of ways, will dictate what happens in March, and that's why that month's so big. You talk about, for instance, November wins. Well, a lot of times November wins get forgotten. It's what you do the month of February that's going to set up. If you're talking about seeding, if we win in February, we'll have a pretty good seed in Vegas. If we don't, then we may not have a very good seed. And there's a big difference in being one of those first 4 seeds than being 5 through the rest, because you get a day, you don't have to play as many games. So it's about winning. For instance, November, you can lose some tough games, and that may or may not affect you because you've got 3 more months until you get to March. February's the neighbor of March, so February you've got to be playing well. I think it's really hard not to be playing well in February to set up any kind of March run. You got to start gaining some momentum, and so that's what we've been talking about with our team, is that have fun with February. Everybody looks forward to March. It's springtime, it's the tournaments, the Vegas tournament, the national tournament, those are all a lot of fun, but make sure you take care of February, because if you don't take care of February, then those tournaments, maybe you're not in them, or you're not in them very long. And so I think that's what we're talking about, trying to allude to, is really playing our best basketball right now and getting ready for the month of March.
You guys shot so well to start the season and took a little bit of a dip after the start of conference play. Was tonight kind of, especially the second half, reminiscent?
Well, I still think what are we overall? We got to be around 50% or close, 47, 48. And we got to be one of the, when it comes to shooting the basketball, I think we've got to be one of the top 15 or 20 shooting teams in the country. So I don't have a lot of problems with our shooting. Do we have some ebb and flow? Do we have some guys that go through stretches? Yeah, but again, tonight, we end up having, 5 guys in double figures. We have 5 guys make a 3. There aren't a lot of teams doing that. So shooting, we'll have some nights maybe we don't shoot the ball well. We're 11 to 12 from the free throw line. My issues have been the last 2 months, our board play and the way we guard. And I think we're getting better at both of those things. We're rebounding the ball very well. Colorado's 49-1 when they out-rebound their opponents. We out-rebound by 10. We out-rebound them in Boulder. So I think that's how you have to, at least in my mind, you beat Colorado by doing the job on the backboard. So I'm more concerned about what our backboard and defensive, if you're going to talk offense, it's about how we move. Does the ball move? And again today, 25 and 11. We have 25 assists, 11 turnovers. That's really efficient offense.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.